Okay, we're here at the
There's your security.
we're here at the Hampton Inn.
No.
Oh, you're contracted to?
Yeah. So,
Well-
it's a closed meeting.
Oh, I thought it was a community liaison.
Yes, the community representative.
He doesn't represent me, and I'm in the community.
Carol Armstrong's in there, representative.
I was
They're
never
laying their
asked.
pipe across my property and not talking to me, and this is what I thought they were going to do, communicate with us.
I serve on two other community liaison meetings, and I'd like to attend this one as an observer. The other two meetings that I
It's not a public.
am
it's not
a
not public
representative on, the Canaport LNG Community Liaison Committee and the NB Power Colson Cove one, they welcome observers at the meeting. And all the other community liaison meetings that I've ever gone to welcome observers.
meeting. Well, I just have my instructions, and it's a closed meeting.
Could we see your instructions?
If you stay here, I'll bring you the girl who's going to tell you.
Yes, you go in and you bring them out, and we'll
Authority.
understand that.
Clear the way here now. Here's a bona fide committee member here.
Matt Abbott?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Is this a closed meeting for this evening?
What's that?
I believe this is a closed meeting for this evening.
It's a closed meeting, it's only invited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So will someone from TransCanada come out and
somebody's
tell
coming out.
us?
Just give us a
Okay, okay.
I've already asked.
Because we just want to sit and
Will you have
observe the
this
meeting.
person introduce herself to people who don't know?
Which can I? You have a question or?
Oh, hi, Pam.
David, how are
A
you?
long time no see.
How are you?
I recall when you were the organizing person for the NB Power Colson Cove meeting, and I was on the committee then. Still am. And some of the people have come this evening to sit in on the meeting as observers, like we commonly do at your former meetings, the Colson Cove ones, and also at the Canaport LNG Community Liaison meeting. And we were told by this gentleman that, we couldn't go in and observe the meeting. And we couldn't understand that. I couldn't in particular because both of the other committees that I sit on, the Canaport LNG Community Liaison Committee and the NB Power Colson Cove Committee, welcome observers, and they're commonly at the meetings, almost every meeting. So we don't understand, and I'd like you to explain that to the people, and I'd also like you to tell the people, your position. So people, to introduce yourself. I know you, but
First of all,
everyone
maybe you
else
can
doesn't.
introduce your team to me.
Well, it's not my team. These are
Oh,
just
okay.
people who came as observers.
And you have here.
I'm Mark Darcy. I'm with Council of Canadians.
Okay.
Colin Seeley, your pipe is scheduled to
Hi,
go across my
Colin. We've
property.
met. You're a property owner.
Yeah.
Yes, or close to it.
Nobody's
I'm
talking
Leslie
to me.
Hillman, I'm a property
Leslie.
owner.
You're Leslie, and your property is in St. John, or
It's right on Redhead Road.
is it? Okay.
Then
And
I'm a property owner.
Dave.
Yeah, I'm right in the
Okay.
property. So Joe?
And Joe, we've met.
Yes, your tanks
Yes.
are going right in my backyard.
Yes, Joe, you were doing renovations the last time we met.
finished.
You're finished, okay.
Paula Tibbet, I'm a friend of Dave's.
Paula Tibbet, okay, nice to meet you. David, you probably know our Community Liaison Committee is set up a little bit different than the Colson Cove one or the...
No, I don't
Canada.
understand, and if you could explain how it's set up differently,
Well-
that would be helpful. How and why, that would be very helpful.
This Community Liaison Committee meeting is by invitation, and it has a number of community members that are participating, as well as a representative from the Department of Environment. We also have a representative from the City of St. John. So we've structured it based on knowledge and experience of previous community liaison committees, and as David mentioned, I've been involved with them for a number of years.
And as you know, I serve on two, and also on the
Yes,
one which
yeah.
you managed before.
Yeah.
And this is a radical departure from that climate and atmosphere of those meetings.
Well, David, this is how it's been set up. We're into our 6th meeting now.
Why was it set up this way, differently than the other community liaison meetings?
David, this meeting, this community liaison meeting, has been set up this way.
Why? By who?
by, by the proponent, who is TransCanada for the Energy East project. And we have basically canvassed other community liaison committees to find out how their meetings were set up and how they were structured. And this is based on that consultation.
Well, you
so
know
what I
that
wanted
that's
to
not
say
the
to you,
case,
though.
though.
No, but just let me finish. Let me finish.
Because
What
you
I'd like to
manage the
say-
other ones, and observers are welcomed at them, as you're fully aware.
Well, when I was operating or managing the NB Power ones, we didn't have observers at the meeting.
Well, we
Things may have
certainly do
changed.
now, and at Coulson
good.
Cove,
That's good.
and also at Canaport LNG, there are observers there every week at the meeting.
What
Or
I'd like-
every month at the meeting.
What I'd like to suggest, and you all, I don't know, Mark, if we've met, I think you've been to one of our open houses, or a few of them. What I'd like to
I've
suggest-
been to the Canaport LNG as an observer.
Okay, what I'd like to suggest is that we're happy to meet with you at any time. If you would like to have a meeting or schedule a meeting, we can certainly schedule a meeting to meet with you. As you know, and from our engagement process, we like to meet with our landowners individually, because their concerns are private concerns, they're not public concerns. So we do have a
What if
land
we
team.
choose not to keep them private?
That's your choice. That's your choice. So I just wanted to say that we're happy to meet with you, but it's not going to be during the Community Liaison Committee meeting. We'd be happy to set something up at another time.
But there hasn't been any explanation for the difference between your meeting and the other industrial liaison meetings that I've mentioned, and why, you've chosen this route that isn't open to the public.
This is how it's been set up, and I apologize if not all of you are accepting of that process, but this is how the meeting has been set up. We're happy to share with you the minutes of all the meetings, like we've indicated that to all of our community members. Anyone who is interested can get copies of the minutes of the meetings. Those are readily available. You just need to give us your name and your email address, and we'll send them to you. Or if you have a mailing address, we'll take your name and mailing address, and we'll send them to you.
Right. We would be especially happy if you could share presentation or materials that are provided to the liaison committee people verbally, but that hasn't been forthcoming. And I think that a lot of residents here would benefit from sitting in the meeting to hear for themselves, sitting quietly, what presentation of material is being made, like the borehole testing and archaeological testing that the community has been faced with over the last month and a half. And there's been very little information forthcoming from TransCanada. All we're asking tonight is to sit quietly in the community liaison meeting and listen to a further update and presentation on the borehole testing and other information that TransCanada feels that they can disclose to the public.
And as I mentioned, our meeting is structured a bit different than other meetings, so I apologize, but I certainly will provide you with the minutes of the
Why
meeting.
can't we come and listen
We
and
will
gain
come-
that knowledge?
We will come and meet with you and
The
provide that
knowledge isn't being
presentation.
provided to the residents.
We will come
Why-
and meet
why
with
not?
us. The residents have been informed about the project work that's going on, and we're happy to meet at any time. So if you could each give me your name and your contact information, we'll call and schedule a meeting and provide you with the information.
I don't think that
So
that's...
let's go take your names for those who I don't
Well,
know.
just a moment
Let's go
here
take your
before we
names.
get to doing that. That may not be what people exactly want.
Well,
I don't especially want the minutes, I want to see the presentation.
No, we're
Yeah,
basically-
I want to
we're-
see the presentation
That
too.
isn't what we want. Okay? That isn't what we want.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
odd they, behind closed doors, communicate. How the hell do you do that?
Well, there's a couple of other questions.
Shall we ask them right now?
Yeah, don't sign the paper. Sign nothing.
She's jotting down emails and
Yeah, well, don't
Zero.
offer anything.
Okay.
There's one other
And
question.
ma'am, would you like us to meet, or would you like to meet to have information or receive
I
copies
think
of the
most
minutes?
people here that are here have
David,
said,
could you give me a second, please?
sure, certainly.
Sorry.
I would like to meet with
Okay.
you, and I would like to give my email address to receive the minutes.
Okay.
But at the same time, where I'm raising my granddaughter, who is the son of is the daughter of a pediatric cancer survivor, And I'm sorry, but this is really frightening to me, and this is
Well-
going right past my home.
Let's schedule a time to meet and talk about your concerns, okay? So your name is?
Leslie,
Leslie, Leslie.
yes, Hillman, Hillman.
And best to reach you by email or both by phone?
Email, that's Hillman.
Oh, sorry.
And then my email address is Hillman_Leslie @yahoo.ca.
And now that you have their email addresses, will you send them the
Absolutely.
presentation
The
on,
minutes.
on the borehole testing
No,
and the archaeological testing?
We'll come and meet with them individually.
Why, if you have the email, why wouldn't you send the information?
We send the minutes of the meetings, and the materials that are presented are as in handed out at the meetings.
Is the information about the borehole testing and archaeological testing in the minutes?
Yes. We have very detailed minutes. You can ask some of our colleagues. We have very detailed minutes, yes.
So you promise that? That
To
the
send you copies of
details,
the
that the
minutes and-
details of the borehole testing and the
They're very
archaeological
detailed.
testing
There's very
will
detailed.
be in the minutes
There's very
that you will
detailed
send?
information. There's very detailed information in the minutes that
You didn't answer my question.
we do include very detailed information.
Will that include the work that's just been performed
I
in
believe
Redhead?
that's what the update is this evening, is on the work that's just been
Right, and
performed.
will that information be
In the minutes, yes.
put into the minutes?
Yes, yes.
In
And would you
detail?
like me to send you a copy?
In detail.
Would you like me to send you a copy?
All right, I'll receive it from the other residents.
Okay.
So I believe Dave had a
David?
question for you.
My other question is, you
David,
know,
did you want to be on the mailing list?
no, my other question is, before, we've been denied access to the meeting now, and my request is that you go in and ask, you know, and it wouldn't take any more than 5 or 10 seconds, so it's not a time consideration, but will you ask if the community members would come out, or one of them would come out, so we can inform them that we are here, they can see us, and that we've been not denied access. Will you go in and do that?
Sure will. Yeah.
Thank you.
Before I do that, is there anybody else who would like to meet? Mr. Seeley, would you like to meet? No? Okay. Sir, would